Purdue's head coach, Dave Shondell, good enough to join us now on this show. So we got 3 wins now over top 10 teams after what you guys just did to Ohio State. If I made you narrow it down to 2 to 3 things, why is Purdue a top 10 team in the country this year?
Well, our blocking has improved dramatically, led by J.L. Johnson, who's a junior that played quite a bit for us last year. And then Taylor Trammell, who's a freshman that came in from Lexington, Kentucky, and is just a great natural blocker. And so our blocking has improved. Grace Cleveland is a terrific blocker for a right side player. Our setter is one of the best setters in America, Haley Bush. She's improved her leadership skills this year. A terrific athlete, not as big as a lot of the setters we've had in the past, Mike, but she makes up for that in just her athleticism and her toughness. And then the third thing is that we play as a team really, really well.
Dave, you had a great tweet you sent out a few days ago. I want to read it here. I'm 100% sincere with my appreciation for Indiana's hire of Mike Woodson. I'm the same age as Coach Woodson. It's refreshing when folks recognize our youthful age is a great time to start something fresh. I feel this way every morning, feel better today than any day before. What made you want to send that out?
Well, first of all, Mike Woodson, when I was growing up was, again, about the same age, and Indiana was kind of where it was at that point in time, although I think Purdue did beat that Indiana team that Mike Woodson played on a couple of times. But, I love this job. And, people, I think, were being critical that IU had hired somebody that was 63 years old, and I looked in the mirror and I thought, man, I feel pretty good. And, I think I've got a lot of years left. And I know that the point was they're hiring a guy to rebuild Indiana's program that's the same age as I am. So that's an indication that folks that are, 63, just barely past middle age, still have a lot left in their tank. And I think that was my point. At the same time, a tip of the hat to IU for hiring a guy from their own program that I think will do some good things.
You've been around here for a little while now, long enough that you're wearing the greatest zip-up I've ever seen. I mean, if we can get a shot of just Dave for a second, just to see that. Look at that Purdue Pete logo. I mean, come on.
Yeah, it was one that was designed just by our staff, and I like it, and I wore it just for you because you've been around about as long as I have, so that's good.
Well, you've got better perspective than I do on this because of your tenure here in the league. Give me some idea how to quantify how good this league is this year.
Well, 6 teams in the top 11 is where you start. We knew the league was going to be very good this season. Very few seniors graduated last year. We don't have the out-of-conference opportunities to prove just how good we are. And so when the NCAA committee gets together this weekend, it's going to be a real challenge for them to see how are they going to sort through this mess. Only 48 teams go into the NCAA tournament this year. We didn't get the same break that the basketball did. They cut ours down to 48. But here's proof of the pudding how good the Big Ten is. There's 14 players that are on the national team, the team that will play in the Olympics this coming summer. 12 of those players are from the Big Ten Conference. So that's as good of an indication as I can give you just how strong the Big Ten is in the sport of volleyball.
Purdue's got Illinois up next, and then on Sunday, the NCAA Tournament Selection Show. Dave, thanks so much for your time. Best of luck.
It's been my pleasure, Mike. Thank you.